Hey everyone! Today, we're making spicy fried shrimp tacos with avocado salsa. I'm Chef Levi, and you're watching Aprons Cooking School Online. All right, our first step is going to be marinating our shrimp in buttermilk. So we're going to add our buttermilk in there to make sure we're coating our shrimp and give it a little stir. The buttermilk's important because it's going to add a few things to there. One being acidity, which is going to help tenderize that shrimp. Next being the buttermilk flavor, which is very important. And third, I think most importantly, it's going to help our cornstarch dredge stick to our shrimp. So let me put this in the fridge for about 30 minutes while we build our salsa. All right, we have our oil heating up here to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to start building our salsa. And the first thing we want to do is we're going to break down our avocados. What I like to do is just start a cut and then roll the avocado along the knife till it comes in half, just like that. And I prefer to use a spoon to take out the seed because I don't like to stab up my hand with a knife, and it usually pops right out when they're nice and ripe like this. So whenever you're picking out an avocado, you want to make sure it has a little give to it, and it has kind of a darker color on it. That's a good indicator that you have a ripe avocado. And we're just going to use a spoon again to scoop out all the flesh outside the skin. Super easy trick, and nobody's going at their hand with a knife there. So we're going to go ahead and cut these into planks, which are thin, flat pieces. And then we're going to cut these into batons, which are thin pieces, kind of like what I call a French fry cut. So, and then turn that, and you have a nice and easy dice, just like that. We're going to do that to both sides before we add them into our bowl for our salsa. All right. Now that that's cut, we're going to go ahead and add them to the bowl. Give our hands a nice little wipe to get the avocado off there. Start adding the other ingredients to our dish. We have them in what we call mise en place. Mise en place is all the ingredients in your dish, already portioned, already prepped up, ready to go. It makes it easy and quick to work. First thing I want to add is our shallots. Now, shallots, kind of like little onions, they're a member of the allium family, so they're related there. Have nice flavor in them as well. And then, of course, we can't forget our spicy jalapeno, which we have diced very, very thin. And that's really important because I want to make sure that we have lots of little bites of jalapeno, not one giant bite of jalapeno. We also took out the seeds and ribs because those tend to be the spiciest part. Next, some beautiful cilantro, gives that great herb quality. Just mix that a little bit. And then some of our dry seasoning. So we have a little bit of sugar, help with that spice, a little bit of salt, make sure we taste all our flavors, then a little bit of pepper, always. And the last little bit before we add in our olive oil is a little lime juice. Now, olive oil is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to add a great olive oil flavor to our salsa, but two, it's going to help emulsify our flavors and making sure you're going to get every bit of flavor from your shallots, your jalapeno, and avocado in every single bite. Now, we're going to put this in the fridge to kind of marinate and come together for a little while. All right, we got our shrimp out of the fridge, and we got our oil heating up to 375 degrees. So now it's time to build our dredge to fry these with. We're going to start with cornstarch. I'm going to add that to a shallow pan here so we can kind of mix it around well. Then we're going to add to that a little bit ground red pepper. That's part of the spicy part that's going to be in our shrimp. A little bit of garlic powder, then a little bit of salt so we can taste it all together. I'm going to put those away and just slowly mix this because cornstarch will go everywhere if you try to mix it too hard. So we're just going to mix that, make sure that it's all mixed in and you don't have a bite that's all spice or all garlic or all salt. It's going to be nice and even there. So once we have that mixed, we're going to dredge our shrimp in there. So what we want to do, take a piece of shrimp, coat it on all sides, and then you're going to want to try to get as much of that cornstarch dredge off so it fries clean and evenly. And we're going to do a test batch. So that means we're going to do one shrimp first, and that's going to make sure that our seasonings are correct and that we've cooked it all the way through. When you're frying shrimp, you're looking pretty much for a golden brown color, just golden brown delicious, I say. 375 degrees is a great temperature for cooking shrimp because it makes sure that you get crisp on the outside without overcooking it on the inside. And always be careful when frying. Make sure that the oil is not halfway up on whatever pan you're frying on. And you have a good thermometer to keep an eye on it because oil fires can be very dangerous. All right. Now I see I've got the correct color on here. Should be perfect to go. We can start frying these off in batches. Now I still don't want to add a bunch of shrimp in there at once because I don't want to cool down that oil temperature because then you got to wait till it gets back up, and you can end up having a greasy fried product instead of a crispy fried product. Add all our shrimp in here, give those a nice little toss, and then just add them in one at a time. Make sure you don't drop them in, you set them in. Splattering oil is no fun, you can get hurt real easily. All right, so we just grabbed our tortillas out of the microwave just to heat them up, make them a little bit more pliable. We're ready to build our taco. So first thing, we're gonna take our tortillas right on the plate, grab a couple pieces of our golden brown delicious fried shrimp right here. They came out great. Then we're gonna add in some garnishes here. We have some sliced jalapeños, nice and thin. We left the seeds in, so there's gonna be a little bit of spice. Then we got some nice cilantro. Gonna add a little bit of that nice flavor right there. And then the last little bit is that avocado salsa, which we've had sitting there just getting better and better as we wait. Throw that right on top. And I like to have a little bit of lime there in case I want a little bit of extra citrus on my taco, because like I said, seafood and citrus go together so well. So we'll give that a little squeeze, take a bite, see how we did. Shrimp, perfectly cooked, nice and crispy on the outside. Avocado salsa's got a great little bit of fat to it, but a little bit of lime juice in there. And that extra lime juice and cilantro on the top just really kicked it together. So just a few quick steps and you have a perfectly fried shrimp and a unique, delicious salsa to go with it. Use the link to download this full recipe and check out our other Aprons Cooking School videos and subscribe for more great content from Publix. Thanks for watching.